All right, here I am with Jim Arrington, 87-year-old pro bodybuilder in the Guinness World Record books. And today we're going to go to different places that Jim has actually been a part of. And here we're standing in front of the original Gold's Gym. And Jim told me he was actually a member of this gym and trained there before they moved this gym to, where's the new Gold's Gym at?
Well, it's over on down the street, but they moved it first to Santa Monica, and then they moved it over to where they are now.
Nice. Hey, so let me, one question I got right now. So check it out, Jim. I'm looking at these apartments to the side over here, and then you got these apartments to my left over here. Were those there originally when this gym first opened?
Well, I don't know when they first opened, but they were there. The thing that's different about the gym is that they used to have a door, reset door, and they had big windows.
Oh, so okay, so right where the door's at now, they had a reset door.
It was a reset.
And then then you can kind of see this. So they had windows on the sides, on both sides.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sorry for the. I know it's kind of hard to hear, but this is a very busy street, and so we're gonna get a lot of traffic today.
Okay, you can hear me okay though.
Yeah, I could hear you good. I'll try to turn the. I'm just saying we're getting a lot of traffic, but that's it is what it is. So you have any so okay, this car. Watch out, this lady's gonna park right here. She's good.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, she got scared. All right, so Jim, so I noticed, so that shirt you're wearing right now, is this a shirt from this gym?
Absolutely.
Wow, so that's like, and it's not a reprint or anything. It's an actual.
No. It was an actual shirt that I bought right here at the original Gold's Gym.
Do you remember the year you bought that shirt?
Yeah, probably 1974 or 75.
Wow, 74, 75, and wow, that's pretty incredible, man.
Yeah, and it's a nice shirt. I used to have a nice pair of shorts, but I was riding home on my bicycle from Playa del Rey after a big party, and I got in a bicycle accident. And so when they picked me up, they cut that suit off. It really bothered me because that was my favorite shorts.
Wow, crazy, man.
Of course, I had 81 stitches on the leg.
So that was the afterthought, huh?
When I went over the gooseneck of the bicycle, it caught that bolt, you know. Caught me right here, and I went. And I was riding in the middle of the street there, via Washington and via somewhere. And I was looking down there at my leg. I saw this. I says, you know, I've got a little fat down there. I should start working on it.
Classic.
But actually, I was back here in the gym in 2 weeks doing leg extensions.
So obviously, a lot of people know this gym because this was the gym they used in pumping iron, correct?
Absolutely. This is the original Gold's Gym.
Now, during the filming of that, you were a member of that gym,
I
right?
was, yes.
So did you saw Schwarzenegger and all the?
I saw everybody, and one of the things that Schwarzenegger, you know, there was Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then there was everybody else, and the people. There was a guy that was sort of sat in the gym, you know, worked in the gym and sat and worked at the desk. You know, he'd check people in and stuff like that. And he was just enthralled with Arnold.
Really?
And everything was Arnold. And of course, it should be because Arnold was.
Now this is before Arnold had won any titles or anything.
No, he'd been Mr. Olympia.
Oh, he had.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sure, this was his.
Okay, you're right, because in pumping iron he was going for his.
So
okay.
They were shooting the movie Pumping Iron, and the thing about that is that Franco Columbu, I'd seen him train, and he would do supersets and and everything, and he would just be going along, but you never saw him sweat. And you know, it gets hot down here. There's no air conditioner, but you never saw Franco sweat until he was doing a deadlifts, some very heavy deadlifts in this pumping iron, and he started to sweat. That's the only time I ever saw him sweat.
Nice. And so, like at the time, how many members do you think this gym had?
I don't know how many total, but there's generally not more than 30 people in there. Yeah, and it was almost all men.
So 30 people at a time, you're saying was the most packed it was. So I mean, so this probably had what, 100 members maybe?
No, there are a lot more.
Okay, but I mean, definitely not compared to today when you go to the Gold's Gym. That's also the new Gold's Gyms is probably like 5 times or 6 times bigger than this thing.
Right. Well, we'll go by there a little later. You can see. Come on. There's nothing to say.
Right on. And you got any other good story? Did you have any interactions with Schwarzenegger or any of the other guys that were in pumping iron?
Well, you know, as I was saying, everybody was in awe of Arnold because he should, because he was the greatest. But there was one time I had been working on the Smith machine, and I walked away from it, and Arnold came over and said, "Jim, are you done with the Smith machine?" And of course I said yes. But the thing I was thinking, I said, Arnold knows my name.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, so like did he know your name? Because did you ever like introduce yourself to him, or he just?
He said, Jim, are you done with this?
I mean, but did you guys ever formally introduce to each other, or he just knew your name?
Yeah, he knew my name. You know, he said everything to me. There used to be this real hot-looking babe that drive her bicycle down the bike path, and she was really something. And Arnold saw me I was near her or talked to her or something like that when they were having a Mr. America contest down at the Civic Auditorium there in Santa Monica. And Arnold told me, "This, be careful about this girl. She hangs out with some people." Oh, okay. But she was sure fun because she wore this string bikini, and I mean it was just strings, and she was just a little bit. She was pleasingly plump, so to say, and she had a hat, a beach hat, you know, that sun hat, and she had a straw, and then it's kind of behind him. And then you follow around behind her. She was barefooted on her bicycle. You know, it's a racing bike, and she was friendly. You know, you talk to her. I saw her over at the OR house once, and the OAR house, which is a place where they serve. You know, it's kind of where they have the peanuts held on the floor and the.
Okay, yeah, that's old school because they can't do that anymore.
Yeah, but but this place was pretty active back then. Another thing with Arnold, after that accident I was telling you about, I got another bicycle, but this one had brakes that were not manually, or they're hydraulic brakes, and so Arnold wanted to ride it out in the back here behind the gym. And he tried it out and so on and so on and so forth. So finally the bike got old, and my wife wanted me to throw it out, so I did. But I kept the seat because I wanted the seat that Arnold rode.
Yeah, you still have that seat?
No. Finally, I guess she just threw it away.
Funny.
That was a memory, not because of his seat. It was because he had ridden on it.
Nice. So how long were you a member of this gym for?
Well, from let's say 74 to 78 or 79, when Joe Gold got back into the gym business with the World Gym. And then I switched over to the World Gym for about a year, and then.
Well, now, did you switch over because I was more advanced, or because this went out of business, or?
No. I switched over because it was this girl Debbie Pearson that trained here at Gold's. Now, I want to tell you, she is in pumping iron. She's sitting on somebody doing donkey calf raises. But she was the only woman that trained in this gym, and she trained in all full warm-up suit. She never showed anything at all, but she trained just like the guys, you know, lots of sets and so on and so forth. And she was kind of instrumental in getting me to join the other gym. But then she found out that they wouldn't allow women in the world gym.
Oh, really? No women were allowed?
Well, at that time,
wow.
Yeah.
So you said this was mostly men. So how many women actually trained here at this Gold's Gym when you were here?
One.
Just one. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And so you went to the World's Gym, and they didn't allow women for how long until they changed that?
I have no idea. I was a charter member. I was in the first 100 members. I was in the 90s somewhere. And Joe goes, showed me all the equipment and stuff and signed me up personally.
Nice.
And so I trained there until I moved to Culver City because I was living down here in Venice. I moved to Culver City when I got married, and I built my own gym, which we have taken a show on. It's on the internet.
Yeah, we filmed a video of the gym you had built at your house.
Yeah, 40 years ago, over 40 years
wow,
ago.
40 years, crazy.
Yeah. But then Robbie Robinson in 74 or 75, just before the pumping iron stuff, came in and the first day at the gym, he came in and Ken Waller had been working out. He was the strongest guy in the gym. Ken Waller was the last Mr. Universe, 1975. Then they changed the format around, and so
So they got rid of Mr. Universe and started the Mr. Olympia, or?
Yeah, they have. Well, Mr. Olympia was an additional contest.
Yeah.
Mr. Universe was always the biggest show, but now there's a Team Universe, kind of completely different things. When IFB, around 75, they just changed the format of everything. And so Waller, who won that show, but was doing this leg workout, and he was strong. And so here comes new guy, Robbie Robinson, who had a reputation down south, but he'd never been over to did anything here. And so he came out just in his posing briefs, barefoot, just like he would be going to go on stage. The only thing he didn't have was his tag. And so he came in, and so they started doing squats. And they did, one plate, and then 2 plates. And then he did reps with, 3 plates and 4 plates. They got up to about 500 pounds. And Robbie did 2 reps, and Ken did 3. So that's what.
In posing trunks.
That's what. And yeah, nothing on his back, just posing.
Like, did he not know better, or just that was just his style?
They kind of challenged him. Here's the new.
Oh, so he just showed, but usually you don't show up in a gym in posing trunks.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't know, but that's what he had.
MrYorkieLoverFitness.com